Welcome to Ethereum Cat Herders meeting 129. This is issue number 399 on ETH Cat Herders PM issue. I've shared the agenda in chat. We have updates from the contributors of Ethereum Cat Herders with respect to ECH operations, engineering work, and the meeting notes that we have been documenting so far. We'll take a quick look at other protocol and application development and maybe hear about some of the events and fellowship which are being organized in the Ethereum ecosystem. So starting from the first item, which is Meet the Herders. I don't see Harish on the call. However, I may have some updates from his end. I'm aware that video is ready and released, and the podcast is also released. ZK, please correct me if it is still not there.
Yep,
And
I think it's out.
Perfect. And we were waiting on the Medium blog post. I just received the draft this morning, so we are hoping to get it published this week, and we'll make social media post about this. Thank you, George, for being the herder, and this special episode or this special interview is all about you. I hope people get inspired from your experience and be ready to join Ethereum Cat Herders.
Yeah, it was fun. I was honored to be on the call or on the podcast.
Right. I hope that people do watch, listen, or read if they could not watch or listen and get inspired. Moving on, the next item is ECH engineering. We have been working on the new domain, which is eatcatherders.com. And in parallel, we are also making updates to ethereumcatherders.com, which we are hoping at one point we are going to remove the older one and switch to the newer one. I see Nandan Pai on the call. Nandan, you have been working on the new website. We'll get some updates from you. And then, George, you can update with the earlier version where we are on the updates.
Hello. I hope you all can hear me.
Yes.
So yeah, I had put up a message on the Discord channel a few days ago about what the change, like what is left to be done. Out of that, Meet the Herders page is done. The overall network upgrade page, which gives all the information about all the network upgrades, that is also done. Some missing data from testnet page that also has been fixed. The only thing left right now is data transfer from a couple of pages. I think there is 4 to 5 network upgrade pages left from where I have to bring the data to this new website. And yeah, the calendar page. I'll need some help from George for that thing. Rest everything is done. It's almost ready to be swapped with the older one.
So what specific help, like, is it with respect to the calendar or is it with respect to the data transfer?
The calendar, to be exact, in the sense I couldn't figure out which component or what he was using to make that thing. So I tried a few like ways to do it, but it's not as good as the previous one. That's why I need some help from George for that.
My understanding is it was done before George's time, but George, I'm not sure if you had a look at the calendar. If I remember correctly, this calendar was created by Victor, and it's like cat herders calendar. However, if we can figure out, I would rather want it to be changed with the protocol calendar. Or I don't know if we can come up with a mix of protocol and cat herders. So it also includes all cat herders meeting as well as protocol meetings. Is there a way?
Yeah, so that was the calendar on the V2 was definitely made before my time. I don't think I ever touched that calendar, but I have worked a little bit with adding calendars in other apps. So I can take a look and help out with the V3 for that.
Awesome. In that case, if you do not have the link to the protocol calendar, I'm happy to share. In fact, I can share the link to both and see if there is if it is possible to have both of them integrated, just like we see our Google Calendar and we have different options to check. If we can do it that way, that would be awesome to have. All right. I know we were discussing about updating the new homepage. I received some thoughts from Mitego yesterday, and she was mentioning about some missing items on our current web page. The most important one was like how to get involved. Like people know Ethereum cat herders now, but they don't know how to get involved and which are the area of contribution, like what they can do actually here after joining the Discord channel. So she was recommending to having at least one pager about this particular information, like what all activities we are involved with, how we can make room for anyone new to join in the Ethereum ecosystem and be able to contribute to the Ethereum development, like if not directly to client development, but any other sort of development. Like we have EIPs, we have RIPs, ERCs, so many other areas are there where people can make contributions. So we might want to work on that one page that can help people understand how cat herders can be a good starting point to the Ethereum community. And apart, yeah.
I think one section should be enough for that in the homepage to tell how you can join ETHCAT traders and how you can contribute through via ETHCAT traders. Will that be enough, or do you need something very specific?
Maybe we can have a page, like obviously we will have, okay. It depends upon the total write-up available with that. Let me try to pull out the document. If I can. Okay. So her suggestion was like there are different track of participation, 6 or 7 tracks where people can contribute, starting from social media, blogging, designing, event participation, documentation. These are ECH specific. But on the other side, what we are doing is like when we are documenting, it is the notes for the all core dev meetings or whatever protocol meetings are there. Then we are supporting with logistics of different meetings. And then there are some open issues where people can make small PRs, but they aren't aware of like where they can find these issues and how can they make their first pull request in. So these kind of information should be nice to have. We can perhaps have a page. Maybe in the home page, we can have a section like one paragraph about how to do this and read more. Then read more will take out to a page where we will have all different tracks so people can find their track of interest and be able to look into that direction, if it makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Would you like me to create some sort of a form which would give you the details of what they're actually interested in so that you can invite them to the next ECH meeting or something and then go ahead with it?
Yeah, I think I would love to have you or Mitago maybe work on this part, like collect more thoughts and suggestions from her, what she wants it to be added over there. And then we come up with a draft and then gets into the implementation. So she's not here, but she's on the Discord. Perhaps we'll ping her over there and put you both in touch and you can work in there.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. We can now perhaps take a look at the existing website. I remember we discussed last week about some of the other stuff. George, if you may have updates on that side.
Yeah. So there was a couple updates when it came to the V2, basically just finishing up in terms of a ready state and moving on to V3. So basically we added Denkun to the network upgrades page. So we have all the network upgrades, fixed a couple of UI and other kind of bug things that we noticed. So those things are fixed. And I think we have all the links for that all set up and good. And now we're pretty much just ready to move on to V3 and some of the redesign of the homepage and thinking about adding a vertical tree page as well, like a dedicated page for that.
Right. I think we also discussed about having Petra page. I don't know if either Nandan or George, you may have worked on the Petra page.
I
Yeah.
have, yeah. On the V3, I have made a PR. You can see some Pectra stuff over there. I have to add the considered proposals though. I'll do it soon. I have got the discussion link where all the network upgrades are, no, sorry. The considered proposals are listed. I just have to add the links and the EIP names, and it should be updated on the website soon.
So as of now, I see the button, it has a spelling error here because
Oh, no,
earlier,
it says Practra, right?
yeah.
The thing is, I have made a PR regarding that. If you could just merge that, it will get updated in 2 minutes.
Can you please add the link here, George? I think you should be able to merge that.
Yeah, so 1 second. It's in the chat.
All right, perfect. I'm assuming, George, you have the permissions to maybe review and merge it, right?
I believe so. Yeah, so I think we're good.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, it's
All
good
right,
to know.
so it just merged.
All right, it's good to know. We need to just fix it up. And because someone pointed it out that the name is not correct, that means people have already started looking into our new website as well. Let's try to keep it up to date. We have specs for DevNet 0 out, and we would like to have that added on Petra page sooner rather than later. Let me share the link here with you guys. Petra, got it here. So this is from where we can start collecting our information. If we look into this one, they have just added DevNet 0. So we can add DevNet 0 directly, but I have shared this link because this will be updating frequently, like every 2 weeks is my understanding. And we will be getting information about the spec of all ongoing DevNets from here. Anyone? Okay, I see Mitago joining. Anyone got, okay, she was also working on this part, so I can perhaps collect some feedback from her as well. Anyone got a chance to think about like how we are gonna change the homepage? Like, you know, I have shared some sample and thought how we can make sure that all information which are being made available on our website are being displayed in a way that people know that this information does exist on Ethereum Cat Herders page. Welcome, Mitago. And we were just discussing about the Ethereum Cat Herders website recommendation that we discussed yesterday. I don't want to put you on the spot right away. I was wondering, like, if you got a chance to maybe think about the new homepage. If not, it's all right. We just discussed it yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I haven't had a chance to look at it, but I will. Yeah, yesterday, I guess we talked about adding more information related to community engagement. And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting more involved in that area.
All right, we just discussed it before you joined. I think Nandan Pai would be working on that section. So whatever thoughts you have, if you can send it across to him, he would be able to help it out to put it on the website, like add it there.
Okay, cool. I'll talk to him. Thanks, Pooja.
Thank you. And we discussed about discourse. Georgie mentioned that you found you found some breakthrough in that. Like we can add that.
Sorry, I was having some noise issues. Do you mind repeating that?
About adding discourse to maybe have conversation on the website?
Yeah, so the discourse is pretty easy to add and pretty much host. We could add that as a subdomain under ETH herders. So we could just do, I guess, forum.ethcatherders.com if we wanted
Okay.
to.
That sounds awesome. Recently, I had a discussion with a couple of Ethereum Foundation contributors, researchers basically. They are looking to generate some community discussion on research work. Like generally what we are noticing is out of ETH research pages, EIPs are being developed. Like people discuss these proposals and people discuss these research posts and create a proposal, but sometimes those are not well researched and there could be an alternative suggestion that at the time is not being considered. So what they are suggesting to have this page created where we can obviously we can discuss everything on Fellowship of Ethereum Magician, but for some different community engagement we want to share a small write-up about that research topic and invite people to add their thoughts. So this is going to be pre-EIP stage. Like when an EIP is there, we request people to create discussion to thread at Fellowship of Ethereum Magician. We also we also request community to create discussion thread for research idea even in Fellowship of Ethereum Magician, but for broader level of discussion we want to have a placeholder, and I'm hoping that this could be a placeholder on Ethereum Cat Herders website. I hope to provide more information as we refine what we would come up, like how we would want to share the small gist of the research work and how we would want to create community engagement. But it's nice to know that we can at least provide this space to them if this discourse could be useful there.
What kind of research format would it be?
I may have a draft that I received just yesterday. So the idea here is like these Ethereum Foundation researchers, they are adding research posts, but those posts are generally too long and only few people can read it unless they have full interest in that. They would not look into it. So what they are suggesting is these people will provide us a small summary of these research and then we'll try to generate some community feedbacks. Say, for example, if this research is around staking, then they would like to get the staking pools involved and share their thoughts like this research, when converted to a proposal, would benefit them or not. So before we create an EIP, the idea is to collect enough feedback from stakeholders. And that's why they are trying to come up with the small summary of it. And then we will share this summary with the community, like say, for example, staking pools. They will read about it. And if they want to read more, obviously we'll point them to the real research paper so they can go and read there. But for discussion, because ETH Research does not provide that kind of discussion forum there. So for discussion, they can come back and discuss it over here. Does that answer your
like
question?
a short blog post,
Yes.
maybe?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, this is an evolving idea. I'm hoping that we can perhaps start working from the upcoming month, but this is just an initial state. I just received draft yesterday. I will have to look into it and maybe we'll figure out how cat herders can be an integral part of this conversation. Okay, so that's all about it. I think Pi mentioned Meet the Herder page is already there, and ecosystem project demo, did we add that as well in V3?
I was not aware of that. Could you tell me what has to go on that page so that I can finish that up too?
it could be very simple, just like podcast or maybe Meet the Herders. Okay, consider it similar to Meet the Herders. It's about a project demo. I think we have 4 or 5 project demo already created. ZK, by any chance, do
Okay.
you have visibility on that?
I am not sure. The last few things that were put up were the Smoothly EPD and the Interceptor EPD, as well
Yeah,
as
I
the
think
Meet the Herders.
Yeah, I think Interceptor is the last one. So we should have 7 projects demo already added. We want this page to be, again, community information, all application, whoever are interested in sharing about their project, they can participate in ecosystem project demo and they can demo their project. But the idea is to share their demonstration with the community. So we want to have a dedicated page for them so people can reach to these projects faster.
Okay, cool. Got it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'll have something like anyone can just come and upload their resources, like their demo video or something, and
No,
then you
no,
can
no.
approve it. No?
No,
Okay.
it's not like that.
Okay.
It's like video series. Maybe I can share the link with you. ZK,
Sure.
can you please share the playlist here so he knows what we are looking at?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Also, Pooja, can we also have a Google form there if someone is interested to demo their product, right? Basically, they can just fill the information and we'll revert back to them.
Yeah, so that is a very good idea. I was hoping to have that implemented. In fact, I am considering this, like people can create an issue on Eat Cat Herders PM repo if they are interested in that. And that issue will be moved as a card to the project board that we have there for displaying all the EPD recordings. But definitely we can start with a form. Form is a good beginning.
Yeah, because otherwise you need to create a steps to create a issue, then it gets more, right? Basically, this information needs to be shared. Probably form can be a good start and we can see how it goes.
Yeah, I think we can start with form. Otherwise, recently we started this template issue. So template issue can be super helpful here. Like we can just have a template issue created for EPD request. Like people interested for demoing, they can just fill up this EPD request template and that will automatically create an issue which we can move as a card going forward. Okay. Thank you for update, Hezji. Yeah, talk to you soon. I know Nandan also has to drop. Nandan, I have one last point to talk to you. It was about EIPS Insight website. It seems like 3 of the draft proposals are missing. And I will ping you the numbers, I think.
Okay.
Okay. 3 of the proposals and all 3 were proposed by Vitalik. That is even concerning that those 3 are
Okay.
missing. So maybe you would want to look into that,
Yeah,
the PM
I'll take a look.
EIP GitHub repository. One is, I
Okay.
think, 7666, 7667, and 7668. These 3
Okay.
proposals I could not find on EIPS Insight. So maybe you want to run the scheduler and find what is missing there.
Yeah, I'll look into it.
All right. So that's all about it. For more EIPS Insight, people may check out the website and also the HackMD. I hope both are updated on, except for these 3 missing draft files. Yeah, all details are available on the agenda. I mean, like the links are added on the agenda. People may give it a check. All right, next one is meeting podcast EPD Twitter Spaces. I see ZK. I hope you have plenty of updates with respect to all of these.
Yeah, we put out a whole bunch of stuff. So we had the 2 EPDs that went up, the Meet the Herders that went up for George, and the Sustainable Public Goods Funding Twitter space that also went up as a podcast. I was able to make the edit that you had requested to put music underneath it for the little gaps, and I also took out some of the little gaps So the current version should be updated.
That's awesome. And I believe we also had a wallet dev meeting this month, right?
Oh yeah, that also went up.
Okay, perfect. So we are all covered here. Thank you so much. And I'm surprised, like, did it allow to edit the podcast? I mean, like, update the music after it was released? YouTube does not provide this feature.
Yeah, so you can go into our podcast manager and you have to upload a brand new file, but that's fine. So I basically just had the file that was edited. It was still in my archive. So I just made the edit and then re-uploaded.
Awesome. That's good. Very well. And thank you so much for that. We hope to have more Twitter spaces with different projects in future and at least have it one Twitter space per month, if not more. Let's start community engagement from there. All right. So next one is a Peep and Eep. We have, a bunch of Peep and Eep recorded. 7,002 execution layer triggerable exit with Danny Ryan is up. 7547 is recorded, and I hope it will go out next week. 7212 pre-compiled for SECP. It gave me a hard time yesterday, but at the end of the day, we were successful in uploading the recording, so it should go out today. I wonder if there is any podcast under working for either of these proposals.
I have not started any of the podcasts for
Do
anything
you
that's
have
gonna go up soon.
files for that? I mean,
I
if not, then I
don't.
might. Okay.
Yeah.
May you want to take a look, like, since when this is, I think, episode 128 onward. Let me know if we are done with 127. Otherwise, I can provide you all of them.
I'm pretty sure 127 is done, but I will confirm that right
Okay.
now.
Okay, perfect. So 128 to 130, all of them are recorded, and I can share the wave with you.
Cool. Yeah, confirming I did put up 127.
Awesome. Thank you. For upcoming meetings, people may follow the schedule listed here. This is basically a project board available on ETHCatHerders/PM. We can also check out that project board for future meetings as well as meetings which have been done, and their recording are available there. We are also building a community playlist with YouTube Shorts. I think we have 2 shorts with Danny Ryan. I see a mention of only one here, but people can check out the playlist. It comes with a lot of good words for Ethereum cat herders, for EIP editors, and all sort of work we are doing around EIPs. So please check it out, and thanks everyone for providing us those good feedbacks. WIEP meeting would be next month. There is no date announced. We hope to get more information out soon. I think I uploaded the last all ERC dev meeting, and we have been working with respect to ETH multi-call. Last meeting was yesterday. It has been uploaded and playlist has been updated. UF meeting happens every Wednesday. Now the new timing is 1400 UTC. We are adding all recordings, and that's being updated in the playlist. People can also check out the agenda on Ethereum/PM GitHub repository for other resources. This Max EB breakout room meeting are also going on. I think today was the 4th meeting, if I have not mistaken, 23rd of April. No, it's what 7th meeting. Cool. So we might want to update that. So 7th meeting was there today. All videos are being uploaded on Ethereum protocol YouTube. On ECH funding, Octant is running the current round, and I think we are doing pretty good there. Like, we are receiving decent support from the community. I'm just taking a look at the current numbers, and it says that we are supported to receive at least 18 ETH, but this is not certain at this point. The voting period is up till 30th April. If everything goes good, we may receive up till 18 or maybe more or maybe less. I don't know. It depends upon the team or the voters. These voters are basically stakers of GLM, and yeah, with their staking rewards, they share a percentage of their reward to public good projects. We are considered to be one of them. So thank you, all validators who have considered supporting Ethereum cat herders as one of the public good projects there. I talked to Gitcoin recently. We are unfortunately not eligible for Gitcoin 20 round, but we look forward to participate in upcoming future round. If people have information about any other grant rounds ongoing with any other projects where Ethereum cat herders can participate, please feel free to share the information. I will be happy to talk to the team. Okay, I think all funding requests, we received a bunch of retroactive requests, which I have completed most of them, except for 2 of those people I can see here. Be patient, we'll try to get it over with in this week or maybe by the end of April for sure. So other than these 2 resources, I think we have cleared for all other retroactive funding. Sorry about that. And I think as you just mentioned, she would be submitting notes for EIP, EIP, and CL. But tomorrow, I believe there were a couple of notes with the Meenakshi. Did you make the pull request? Just trying to confirm. Sorry, I didn't get a chance to check it.
Hello. Hi. Yes, I'm working on ACDE 185, 185.
All right.
Today, but today I will submit it. I have not read the request yet.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for that. We have added notes, the agenda and recording for earlier EIP editing office hour. This has been proven a very good meeting for new authors and contributors to EIP space, EIP, ERC, RIP, whatever it is. If you have any question in terms of documentation, or you would want to know why your pull request is not being merged, this is a good place to check it directly with EIP editor and learn some ideas, tips, and tricks how to make sure your proposal is well documented and be ready to become a standard of Ethereum. So this meeting happens every alternate Tuesday. Like this Tuesday, we have cat herders meeting. So this meeting will happen on the next Tuesday at 1400 UTC, the same time as cat herders meeting. Unfortunately, I have submitted this draft a while ago, but we could not publish this report yet. I know things have changed since then, so I might want to update this draft again and publish it as soon as possible. There was this new task. Okay, yeah, we finished it recently. So there was this new task to archive Denkun testnets. We completed it last week. All right, I think we have covered the major section. Anyone has to add anything so far or any question that I can answer? Very well. On next of the items, I think there are the list of other protocol and application development meetings. Those are ongoing. We just have added the meetings video or when people can find the next meeting. On event and fellowship, we are looking towards ETH Berlin, which is planned in May 24 to 26. ETH CC, I don't think it is happening in Paris this time, so we might want to update that. It's from July 8 to 11. More resources available with respect to different upgrades, Prague and Electra. We already have EIP 7600 as a hard fork meta for Prague and Electra, which is also called a Spectra. People may take a look at this hard fork Meta EIP to find EIPs which are already CFI'd, and I believe those EIPs will also be available on ETH Spectra page where people can find the information of CFI'd proposals. We have added playlist for Spectra. We already have recorded, I think, 4 or 5 episodes on EIPs, which are being considered for the next upgrade. EOF is there, 6110 is there, now 7002 has been added, a lot of proposals. Yeah, EIP 2537 has already been recorded. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago with Alex Vlasov. But now this proposal is under consideration for the Spectra upgrade. So we want to refresh the memory of the community. And there has been some changes in specs since we recorded this episode. So we are planning a new recording of this proposal with Alex Stokes, who is championing this proposal for the Spectra upgrade. So check out the schedule of Peep and Eep and join the conversation if you are interested to learn more about this particular proposal. Next is a new initiative, association, and team discussion. The first one mentioned here is staking related content, and the next is potential new idea for community engagement. I know we have discussed this multiple times. I don't know if there are any new idea here. I don't want to put anyone's spot, but if anyone has any thoughts on that, please feel free to share if they are looking into staking related content.
Yeah, I would really like to start reaching out to just the client teams and start having like a regular, even if it's a blog post or video, just anything with the EL and CL teams.
That would be nice to have. This is one area where we are lacking. I mean, like we have a lot of information, resources, and pointers for EIPs, but we do not have similar resources available for people who wanted to get involved in staking. It would be really nice to have some resources either created or curated by the Ethereum cat headers. And if people have any other new idea how we can create community engagement, please feel free to share and we'll figure out how we can perhaps add it in our task list. Oops, the stat seems to be a little bit old. I think we received a 3,400 subscriber YouTube yesterday. There's a bunch of social media handle added here on the agenda. If you are not following Ethereum cat herders, please join us. You will find a lot of informational resources there, and it's a good way to get engaged with the community. And that's pretty much in conclude to all the items listed here. If anyone has any thoughts, comments, or any item that they would want to be discussed in the future meeting. Very well. You are always welcome to share those thoughts async as well, if it comes later to your mind. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Hope to see you in 2 weeks. Have a great rest of the day, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pooja.
Thank you, Pooja.